Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome back to the Skyblock Survival Guide. I hope you guys are having a good day. We're over here in front of the sugarcane farm we built in the last Skyblock episode, and it's been doing pretty well. I've been trading a bit of paper with the librarians who are down there. I actually have 3 librarians now. I was converting some of the other villagers down there, and I have not yet been able to get any books that are useful for this sword. I really want a sharpness book or an unbreaking book, ideally, for a couple of reasons, but I've been doing a little bit of fishing on the jungle island over there in an attempt to get myself a couple more enchanted books. I don't really want to set up an AFK fish farm. That just feels kind of silly. At this point, there are better ways of getting this stuff in the long term, and so I thought trading with a few villagers might be a good idea. Sadly, no results yet, but I did get a little bit of bamboo while I was fishing over there in the jungle biome, and so that gave me the thought of potentially setting up a module of this sugarcane farm that's going to provide bamboo in much the same way, and bamboo will grow the same way sugarcane does. It can be harvested the same way sugarcane is. We might even swap one of these over for bamboo a little bit later. But the cool thing about bamboo, of course, is that you can just bone meal it to grow it, which in Java Edition you can't do with the sugarcane. So I'm going to plant a little bit of this here and now, and I may as well just grow it. I think we can plant it on pods all nice and easy, and there we go. We really don't need all that much bamboo realistically, because while obviously I could turn it into a fuel source with a zero-tick farm producing a lot of it or something like that, it's not really a very efficient fuel source. We have better stuff. We have blaze rods for days right now, so I'm not really that worried about that. I would like to make a little bit of scaffolding potentially, but I don't think that's going to be a huge concern here, and to be honest, I'm more concerned about the scaffolding just falling into the void with me attached to it, so I might farm a little bit of bamboo from that one. Good to know that once you've got one piece of it, you can just produce as much as you want here in Skyblock, because I'm all about the renewable resources at this point. Today, though, I think we're going to take a bit of a break from all of this farming and all of the technical stuff, and we're going to go on a bit of an adventure, which you don't get much of when there is no terrain, but we discovered out there in the last episode that there is actually a woodland mansion on this map, and I was able to find it without the aid of a cartographer's map. So I think today we are going to grab the best gear we have. I've got my chest plate in preparation for that. I've got potentially a decent enough sword, maybe an axe to back me up, and a decent bow, and we are going to raid that woodland mansion. Got myself the bamboo advancement there for gathering over a stack of the stuff. I reckon we'll throw that in the natural stuff chest over here. I've also been condensing all of the bones down from the mob farm that's down there into bone blocks, just for easy storage and potentially building with at some point in future. But yeah, we've got ourselves a decent amount of the bamboo now, so I think we'll go and raid the mansion at this point. Do I need to do anything before I do? I think I'll put at least the fishing rods away. I don't really need to bring those with me, and I might drop off my Silk Touch axe in here as well, because I don't think I will need Silk Touch for anything over there in the mansion. I will need to bring torches, and I'm a little bit worried about the unlit areas of the mansion being a bit of a death trap, considering how high the mob spawn rate is when there are no other loaded chunks with spawnable terrain. I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit hectic inside of there, but hopefully we'll be able to light stuff up before we do, and I will need to bring some blocks with me, potentially for a bit of defense, but also so we can try and capture one of the pillagers, the vindicators, the illagers who are in there. I think are going to be an interesting source of opportunity for mechanical exploits, things like a Johnny Vindicator, which I now have a name tag for over here in the fishing stuff chest. We got a couple of name tags while I was fishing. I think those are going to be potentially kind of fun, and we could set up a permanent passive mob farm here in Skyblock if we wanted to, with a Johnny Vindicator taking care of some mobs that spawned down there on a grass platform at the bottom of the world, and then we could potentially gather that stuff up with hoppers underneath. It'd be a nice, easy way of getting some good passive mob drops. So I think we might set that up a little bit later. To that end, I am going to make sure that I can preserve one of the Vindicators in here. I also wanted to consider taking down this cobblestone generator, which I believe still has a lava source block inside of it. So let me see if I've got another bucket hanging around here. I know I stashed one somewhere. It might be in the ender chest. Yeah, there we go. I've got the bucket in there. And I think I am going to decommission this cobblestone generator, take that lava source out of there, and probably rework this section of the island, maybe into another farm, or maybe just into a nice decorative area in front of the nether portal. But I feel like this has been occupying its space for too long. We have all kinds of cobblestone generation going on over there right now. It's time to say goodbye to our last manual cobblestone generator. You have served us well, but it's time to move on. There we go. It feels a little bit empty. I think we'll probably do something cool with this a little bit later, but for now, it's time to step through our nether hub, head over to the tropical waters of the kind of fish tank that we built before, and let's see if we can get to the Woodland Mansion from there using our elytra. Alright, we're over here at the fish tank. The savanna biome island is over there, so I think over in this direction, yep, you can see the silhouette of it there. On the horizon, we have the Woodland Mansion that we spotted before, and it should be safe to fly over to it. I have mending on my elytra, even if I don't have unbreaking. I think we should have enough durability to get us there and back quite comfortably. I have got the smite sword that I used against the wither a couple of times. I think we found that in an End City loot chest or somewhere like that. But anyway, I have that so that we can potentially use that in an emergency against skeletons, zombies, and the like. I also brought some rails with me because I want to test out whether or not it's possible to just block mobs off using rails. I know they don't typically tend to cross rails, but I wonder if that's a neat way we can block some vindicators in here and there. And of course, plenty of blocks in case we need to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm also bringing my chest plate, which I will probably switch to once we get in there for a little bit of extra protection. The elytra always leaves me a little bit vulnerable, but maneuverable. So I'm going to see if the trade-off there is worth it. But over here, the Woodland Mansion looks really weird, out of the context of the usual dark oak forests that we are used to seeing these things in, and I am slightly worried about the amount of mobs that are potentially going to be patrolling the inside. But let's set ourselves down at the front of the mansion here. Yes, the mansion advancement. This is the first time we have really been here. Let's step inside and see what we've got. I'm going to take a pretty aggressive approach to lighting this place up, juking my way around the mobs where possible, as long as we can get them trapped in a corner. Yes, the one shot on the zombies is so good with this smite sword. Oh, brilliant. And then hopefully when witches and stuff start to appear, we can take them out from a distance using a bow. We got that slowness, but that's okay. I've got a shield on me to take care of this guy. The skeletons are coming out here as well, and I can hear a couple of vindicators humming and hawing in the walls. Hopefully we should be okay to take care of those. Drop down the torches where we can, because these torches up here definitely do not serve as a particularly good light source. I wonder if one of them is around the corner here. There's definitely some inside these rooms, and my weapons being reordered on my hotbar is slightly disorienting, so I feel like I'm probably going to scroll a couple of times and make a couple of mistakes that way. But let's light the floor up where we can and keep moving on around. Yes, zombie taken out. There we go. Let's light this room up. We're a little bit worried that some stuff is going to spawn up here as well. No chests there yet. No loot or anything like that. The staircase is inside of here. Let's make sure this creeper is taken care of first. Light this place up a little bit and go through this as systematically as we can, floor by floor. And whoa, okay, that's not a staircase. That's one of the little, like, loot areas that we find in these mansions sometimes. The layouts of these is always a little bit different, which is why I'm taking it very cautiously right now. Behind this staircase, I believe we usually find a chest, so let's grab that while we can. Make sure we take the creepers out first. That zombie didn't get knocked back at all. I need a punch bow or something like that soon. Okay, let's take out the skeleton real quick. Let's see what's in this chest. Oh yeah, we got a diamond hoe and a couple of other things. I will come back for those because right now I'm a little bit worried about the other mobs taking me out in the meantime. Let's just make sure this is lit up well enough. Seems like it should be okay to me, and I think I'm hearing zombie noise from the upstairs floor as well, so I will keep an eye out for that. Moving on around, and it looks like this one is all carpeted. There's a chest above that. Let's take a look at that. Okay, nothing too special in there, nothing to worry about. One thing I am hoping that we will find inside of here is some dark oak saplings, because mansions like this sometimes have rooms which include those, and right now I am lacking them. The Wandering Trader has not managed to come through with the dark oak sapling trade for me anytime he's been around, so I'm still lacking those and in need of a way to renew some dark oak wood. Let's see if we can open this up. Oh, there are some zombies inside the jails. Well, I think I'm probably going to leave them there for the time being, and sometimes you end up with secret rooms behind these illager faces, but I think this one is just going to... Oh, hello! Our first Vindicator just popped on through. I think that that one there is probably going to lead to the outside world. Alright, now we have an opportunity to corner one of these guys. Let's see if we can get up here and see if we can trap him in using this method. Yes, the carpets in here make this so easy. Excellent stuff. We got our first trapped Vindicator, and hopefully he should not despawn, so we can just leave him in here to rot, or potentially to be of use to us later. That went about as well as could be expected. I expect the rest of these will not be quite so easy, but let's just block him off in there just in case. Man, the zombie noise is really quite intense at this point, and that is why I was worried about this whole thing. I think I might try and take those prisons on later when I have a little bit more of my wits about me and when the rest of the mansion is more cleared out. The creeper down here, oh, yep, we saw another one, and there he is. And of course, the bats are in here, probably going to take a bullet for the creepers like they normally do in my experience. We have a lot of different rooms in this place to explore. That's super cool, and we got another room there that should potentially have another diamond hoe loot chest in there. Going to try and take out these creepers while I can, because they are going to present a problem. If a creeper blows up the floor in here, I'm pretty sure the floor is only 1 block thick. Oh yeah, okay, that's a pretty standard loot chest there as well. And the floor is only 1 block thick, so if we break that, that's us falling into the void. And I have to be very quick with my elytra if that happens. So trying to keep the fireworks in the elytra handy if I possibly can. Drop a torch in there just to make sure things are lit up. I think that was slabs anyway, so not a huge concern. Let's take this guy out, and I hear some Vindicators, so I should be a little bit careful about getting myself trapped into a corner here, but it looks like they might be on the upstairs floor. Man, I love one-shotting these zombies. That never gets old. Skeleton taken care of too, nothing around the back here. Lapis block inside this guy's head. Man, it's been a while since I raided one of these. I've kind of only got a couple of them in the survival guide world, so I have been a little bit sparing with using those. Let's see if we can take this skeleton out before we investigate the nearby rooms, because I hear Vindicators, although they might be on the upstairs floor at this point. Anybody around the corner here? Nope, this is a lily pad room, which is unusual, and yep, that's a birch floor with some open sky below it, probably. Man, the zombie noise is just very distracting at this point. I imagine a lot of those are going to be upstairs waiting for me when I turn the corner, and this creeper can get taken care of, and we'll see what's in this room beyond. Just another couple of quiet rooms. That room there is the one with all the chests in, most of which will be empty, but I want to light it up just in case, and we'll pop some torches down here as well. Already gone through a stack of torches, so we might have to make a few more if we can. I think there is coal in some of the loot chests around here as well. Let's keep it going though. We've got momentum. I like this. I like this. We can take it steady. Now, you can get one shot. Oh, a 2-shot on that zombie. Not to worry. Not to worry. And I don't see any more creepers around here, which is the good news. The bad news is nothing in these chests. For some reason, they've always been empty, and I've always thought that was a bit of an unfortunate thing. I would like to see them actually with some gear in occasionally. But you know what? We'll take our chances with upstairs now, and hopefully we should get a little bit of loot from there as well. Yeah, it does look like we've managed to clear out the entirety of this bottom floor. Let me quickly grab a little bit of the coal from here and turn that into some more torches, because this floor is the largest, but we'll definitely need a little bit more torch action for upstairs as well. Let's go around. I think there was one in here as well. And yep, no coal in that one. Not to worry. The Vindicator is still trapped in there, which is good. And I think, oh yeah, we should probably take out these guys as well. So let me quickly deliver a couple of chops to the zombies who are in these jails, and then we can light the interior up to make sure that nothing else is going to spawn inside of those. I'm a little bit worried about coming in here. Nope, nothing in there. I think a lot of the noises I'm hearing are just on the upstairs levels, but we can pop torches in here just in case. And considering that illagers have been in charge of capturing villagers in the new Minecraft Dungeons game that's coming out, I kind of wish that there were villagers trapped in these woodland mansions. I feel like with the cauldron in there, you can imagine a couple of leather workers being in here. I almost feel like that would be a sensible kind of decision if they wanted to improve the stuff that you find in these mansions. Having a couple of villagers around would be kind of cool. Although they do spawn quite close to villages sometimes. One place we haven't explored yet, actually, is over here in this little corridor section, which I think can potentially have some nasty stuff in here on some of these full blocks. So I got to be a little bit careful that we don't get a creeper to the face in here, but there might be a chest at the end of this that will be worth grabbing. In my experience, you go around a couple of twists in here, and then yes, there it is at the end, another chest with very little in it, but at least we got some name tags. All right, that's not too bad. We can always come back for that a little bit later. Man, being able to see out of the Woodland Mansion sort of wall decorations here and out into the void is a little bit disconcerting, I will tell you, although it's quite a nice night outside by the looks of things. All right, on to level 2. Alright, I am ready to take on level 2, and this is potentially where the difficulty ratchets up a couple of notches. We will find ourselves seeing some evokers and a lot more vindicators up here, not to mention the fact that I'm hearing a zombie horde through the floor right now. So let's once again take this systematically, I think heading around to the left at first and making sure that we can light our way where possible, because a lot of these... Whoa, there we go, there are the Vexes. This is my main concern about dealing with this place. I do not want to get caught out by Vexes. They are very, very damaging, and my armor is not 100% ready to take on threats of this magnitude. So we'll wait for that one to come out through the wall, check that there aren't any evokers behind me here, and hopefully that Vex will either be able to get taken out or will get despawned in the meantime. In the meantime, I have to fight off this horde of zombies that's coming through here. Probably a few reinforcements spawning in the corners here as well. Yep, especially you. All right, a little bit of extra gravel for our efforts. I'm hoping, yep, that Vex is still on patrol, but I should be able to take it out at range if it doesn't phase through blocks in front of me. Either that or the evoker will eventually despawn it, and it should be safe to proceed. Let's take out the zombies and skeletons while we can. The creeper in this room as well, and a skeleton over there in the corner that's currently paying me no mind, and I would prefer to keep it that way. Yep, there we go. We've got another one in here as well, but this room can get cleared out, and a lit up room just means no surprises coming at me from behind. Let's hope that things stay that way. The evoker has made his way out into the hallway, so I'm going to try my best to take him out from a distance. Yes, there we go. We got the evoker taken out, and I'm hoping he has not managed to summon any more Vexes. In the meantime, that other one has potentially been alive long enough that it's going to start to take some damage and despawn. There are a couple of Vindicators down the corridor there, but now we have a Totem of Undying. I might be able to use that to my advantage. Oh, I still hear a Vex. Oh, the Vex just died. Okay, I think I saw that in the subtitles, because I'm not really used to hearing too much Vex noise, so I can't really identify whether they're alive or dead. But I think with one Vindicator captured, we can feel confident taking out the rest of them. I'm going to try and take them out from a distance where I can, because I know my sword is not all that great. But in here, we can place a couple of torches just to make sure that these corners get lit up all right. Another evoker over there. Let's take him out before he manages to summon anything. Yes, good. Okay, that's excellent work, and hopefully, yeah, we should be able to take that creeper out if my bow shot can get on target for a second. There we go. Hearing a lot of Vindicators. Once again, they might be on an upstairs floor. I'm not seeing anything but a skeleton in this room, and the most diabolical evil of all, a chicken. They're always here. For some reason, they tend to spawn in these woodland mansions. I think maybe because there are a couple of grass blocks here and there in, like, the kind of tree farms and that kind of stuff that they have in these mansions. Lighting seems like it should be okay like that. At least we're minimizing the amount of spawnable space in the room, if not eliminating it entirely. So let's take another one there, and I'm hearing so many Vindicators coming from somewhere. But once again, I think they might be behind the walls or on an upstairs floor. Let's go. Let's take out this creeper who is clearly laying an ambush for me around the corner. Take out the zombie and the spider here as well. Yes, there we go. Take out the creeper first. Oh no, a baby zombie is on his way. All right, well, I think I just heard something fall, and it sounded like a Vindicator taking fall damage. I'm not sure from what, but I'm a little bit worried about that noise if it turns out they can drop down from the roof in a spot where the mansion hasn't generated properly or something like that. Nope, looks like we're in the clear for now. I see another Vindicator over there who I'm going to take out once I've taken care of the spider, and that guy can be taken out from range. Perfect. Okay, there we go. This Vindicator is certainly giving me a run for my money, but there we go. Headshot. Didn't get any emeralds from him, unfortunately, but not to worry. We've got plenty of those from the villagers. Oh, a little walk-in wardrobe with a skeleton in it. Oh, everyone's got skeletons in the closet, haven't they? I see how it is. All right. Nothing around the back here, though, unfortunately, and this bed isn't even usable, so not a problem there. A little mezzanine. Interesting. Whoa, with a creeper on top of it as well. Yeah, that's not my favorite. It's coming down the ladder. I didn't know creepers could use ladders. I call hacks. That's not the behavior I expect of creepers, but what I do expect is the same loot over and over again. I mean, really, guys, get a bit more inventive with your loot drops occasionally. All right, that bedroom was a bust. Let's see what the next room has in store for us. A skeleton hiding around the corner. Don't think I don't see you because I do. There we go, get him taken out, and let's see. Wow, okay, this room here has apparently got all of the pillagers in. Let's see if we can take out the skeletons quickly first, and clear out this room here, the kind of boxing ring room. The creeper is in there looking for a grudge match, and I will definitely give it one. Oh, hello, didn't see you there. A little bit worried about the gallery around the top of the room here, from which some stuff could potentially snipe me, but I think if I'm standing in this room, there isn't really anywhere they can spawn because I'm too close to the spawnable space. We'll try and snipe the creeper from up there, just to make sure that we don't have to get in the ring with it. And up here, there may even be a couple of loot chests. Wow, there's a couple of creepers. There's 3 creepers, in fact. Oh no, this could be bad. This could be a problem. Got to keep them at bay. Yes, okay, dealt with. And one of them went down the ladder, which was lucky for me. Evidently, he's going to get in the ring with his friend over here. Okay, an unexpected development has just occurred. I am out of arrows. I did not expect to be using this many arrows, but I was also kind of thinking I had an infinity bow at this point, which I do not. I'm so used to my survival guide equipment at this point that I'm kind of running low on arrows. So this could potentially be a bit of a problem. Now, we might have to go in and take some stuff on one-on-one, or I might just have to try and collect the arrows that I've been missing with this entire time, and we'll see if we can take this creeper out. There we go. Okay, so he's just blown a hole in the floor. Let's hop up here, take a couple of these arrows back, if I can remove the fences. There we go. It's been a while since I've had to collect arrows back off the ground. But yeah, I didn't bring a second stack with me or anything, so maybe we should retreat. But I think maybe I'll just patch this hole in the floor, continue on, and take the risk. I tell you what, though, I think this room around the corner here is where all of the Vindicators are. I can kind of tell, because anytime I get close to this wall, I hear a whole lot of them. Now, let's see if we can take this creeper out, maybe with an axe. I feel like an axe is going to deal a little bit more melee damage. I'll be able to get away, and wham, 2-shot. There we go. Let's light up the corners here, and then this room on the left is going to be the problem for me, I think. I can't quite tell what's going on in there yet, but we'll see if we can eliminate any other possible threats in the meantime, so we can focus fire on those. Make our way around the rest of this section here. We've got a map room with like 5 creepers in it. Wow, that was... It's a lot of creepers in that room, apparently. This room over here looks kind of clear, and I think I'm probably going to start taking down the torches that are mounted on the walls here and there, because I have run out of coal to bring some extra torches into play. So that should be fine. No chests in here to speak of. I'm pretty sure there is nothing behind here. I might actually come back and loot the library rooms that we have here, because I like having a lot of bookshelves, and I think we'll probably end up breaking down a bunch of those for some more trades with librarians. You know what? I didn't want to do it, but I think I might actually go and get some more arrows here. I don't quite feel secure taking on all of those Vindicators hand to hand, so I think, yeah, seeing as I've got a fair amount of durability left on my elytra, I think I'm going to dip out for a second, play it safe, go get some more coal, go get some more arrows, and I'll see you guys back here when we can hopefully take on floor number 3. Okay, folks, welcome back, and now I am a little bit more prepared. I've got a couple of stacks of torches and some more coal. I've got some arrows. I've got 2 stacks with me this time because I feel like we'll need to do a little bit of ranged attacking on that 3rd floor if I'm going to be taking out the evokers. Let's switch back to the chest plate. I've also had a chance to clear my inventory, clear my head a little, and remember that I brought those rails with me. So I'm going to try and block those Vindicators in the room by placing rails in front of that doorway and see if that tactic works for us or if it is a bust. So let's find out. I think it was around this corner. Yep, we were definitely hearing a lot of them behind this wall here. And if I just place a couple of rails across the doorway like so, I'm wondering if they'll be able to get out of that or if they will all be stuck inside of there. Let's use that chance to quickly take out the inhabitants of this room, starting with the creeper, and then hopefully getting the skeleton taken care of just after that. Bingo, gotcha. All right, let's light up a little bit more in here. Need to make sure we have enough torches, but we should be totally fine from now on. Yes, there we go. And that is actually the staircase that leads up to the next floor. So it sounds like a lot of the Vindicators are either upstairs or they are waiting to ambush me somewhere on that staircase, which is not the ideal situation, let me tell you, but I think we should be able to handle it in the meantime. Now, this room needed a couple more torches, but was mostly cleared out, and I don't think there is really much of a chance of any loot. Look at this. Look at this shoddy construction. You got cobblestone coming through the ceiling and everything. Who's your architect? But after another quick sweep of this floor, it seems like this is the only room we have left to do. It is the staircase up to the 3rd floor, and it seems to be where basically every Vindicator in the house is hanging out. So let's light this up so we get a better chance to look at things. I wonder if they're all stuck behind here. Yes, a couple of them do seem to be, and now they've seen me. I wonder if they can pathfind to me or if they are blocked off a little bit. Yep, it looks like we have a creeper coming down the stairs, so I'll see if my rail method works. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, but it seemed to get a little bit confused standing on the rails, so that's at least that. I have a feeling, yeah, just kind of pathfinded down off of those stairs and ended up getting a little bit confused. Well, that I'll take. I'll take confusion over no results whatsoever, and I think this creeper can probably get taken out nice and quickly as well. The upstairs floor, now that I've been back and come back, is going to be a bit of a nightmare of general mob spawns, so I'm trying to take this as cautiously as I possibly can and make sure that I can take these guys out before they get anywhere near me. But we'll go inch by inch, little by little. We'll take out the zombies if we can using smite sword crits, and that's okay. So we are now up into this space where there will no doubt be more Vindicators and more Evokers. And apparently zombies just dropping from the ceiling. Fair enough. Means you've taken a bit of full damage, easier to kill. The zombies coming around the corner with a spade, pretending to be a Vindicator. Oh, there's a creeper in there. There's a creeper in here as well. Whoa, okay. Oh, a little bit of knockback there, but not too much in the way of damage, which I'm fine with. Yeah, that's it. Get wrecked. Now, let's see if we can repair a couple of things. Wow, okay, they're coming down off the roof and coming in through the windows. That's a tactic I was not expecting. The Rainbow Six strategy. All right, that's them taken care of. We'll probably do a couple of quick repairs on this once those zombies are dealt with. Let's see what material we have here. Yeah, let's block this off for a second. All right, should be a little bit more safe now, and we'll light up the corners of the room that we need to. Next up, I think I might come back over here and just fire downwards onto the Vindicators that are gathering around this staircase. Good lord, there's a lot of them. There's an Invoker down there as well. Let's get him taken out. Let's take out the skeletons. Quickly check behind me to make sure there are no additional creepers. And yeah, it looks like they're all just going to be sitting ducks in here. Fish in a barrel. I could save all of these for future farms if I wanted to, because it seems like they are pretty well contained inside of there. But you know what? I think we only really need one Vindicator for that, so I'm happy just taking them all out from above where I need to. And I'm honestly still slightly worried by the sheer amount of zombie noises I'm hearing off camera, but I think that should be okay. Let's see if we have any more guys left in here. There is one skeleton around the corner, and I think that is everything. Let me hop down into this space, grab a few things. Yes, okay, we have cleared that out. That was a pretty major threat, but it seemed like they weren't really able to pathfind out of this space, so that is probably a good thing for me. And a couple of extra totems of undying really won't go amiss either. Right, our final floor is here. We are ready to take on all comers, and it looks like we have a couple of things spawning around the upper rim of this room, so I'll just throw a couple of torches up here where I can. All right, I reckon that's covered it. Let's move on, starting with this spider who can go and die. Thank you. Let's take out this zombie as well, and doesn't look like we have any more Vindicators in this room. Nope, just a skeleton. Okay, not to worry. And spiders dropping down from the roof, of course, but we can deal with those as they come. Definitely a good idea to bring a smite sword to parties like this, because let me tell you, it's so nice being able to one-shot those zombies. Let's take out this spider just in case he decides to get the drop on us later, and the zombies on the roof are definitely a concern now. I think this whole place is kind of a giant mob spawner in the sky, but as long as we're indoors, they can't do anything about us right now, so I would prefer to keep it that way. This bedroom looks pretty clear, and let's see if there is anything else around here. Oh, okay, yep, that is where the party is happening. Down that corridor to the right, I saw a couple of Vindicators, but we'll take these creepers out before we deal with them. And there is a ring over there on the left, which has a lot of other mobs in it. Hopefully I'm still doing okay on arrows. I do just need to check. Yeah, okay, we've still got at least a stack left. That's not too bad. And we can take out the spiders that are hiding in the corners And wow, there's a lot of stuff up there on the balcony. Yeah, that's what I was worried about in the previous room. But there is a loot chest going to be up there. So as long as there aren't any creepers, I am tempted to head up there and see what I can grab. Yep, okay. We need to make sure we're in a corner here. There is one creeper, but it looks like the skeletons are fighting amongst themselves, which will give me a good opportunity to take the creeper out. Yes, there we go. One more skeleton or two left to go. Brilliant. Not too bad. Let's grab some more torches and see what's in here. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Enchanted golden apple. Now you're talking. Man, there is such a slim chance of those being in any loot chest. I think Woodland Mansions probably have the highest possible chance, but I am very, very happy we were able to find one of those. That at least means that we can complete that one advancement for getting all of the foods in Minecraft eaten, as long as we can generate the rest of the others renewably. That needs to go in an ender chest as soon as possible, as far as I'm concerned, but we're so close to finishing up this floor. I think we might be able to do it before we have to go home. Whoa, hello. This zombie thinks otherwise. And the zombies are gathering around the windows, but once again, as long as they stay out there, I am fine with that. Next up, we have this corridor with a Vindicator potentially somewhere down here at the end of it, and yes, there he is, hanging out in the library, reading some books, getting an education. Yep, there we go. He got taken out too, and there's another one towards the end of the corridor behind these zombies, which we will take out first. And you can go down from a distance, sir. That's it. Good. Okay, I'm pretty sure there will be at least one more evoker here in the mansion, but I have a few totems of undying on me, so I don't want to be too optimistic and assume I've taken all of them out, but I have a feeling I might have. Let's try the rail technique again on either side here, just in case we can block some stuff off. And I think we might need to do the same over here as well, and there. Let's see if we can block stuff off with that. Yep, that zombie is refusing to pathfind over the rails. That's kind of the result I wanted. So we can go room by room and take this stuff out. Nope, I'm not hearing any more pillager sounds. Whoa, hello, whoa, ah, exploded the flower pots. That was rude. All right, I'm not hearing any more Vindicator or Evoker sounds, which is making me think we have taken out the majority of the mansion's residents, just leaving that one guy that we left downstairs. The dawn has come outside, and so everything out there is burning, which is very good news. And my inventory is a little bit cramped here. I need to throw out some of the stuff that I really don't need, like the gunpowder, the rotten flesh. We'll keep the flower pot. I don't have much clay in this world so far, but I think the rest of this is mostly cleared out at this stage. We've got a couple more rooms here that could potentially have some spiders lurking in the corners, like this one here does. Get taken out, and I don't think there is all that much left to see here. I think that is basically going to be it. Well, I am glad, at the very least, that we have an enchanted golden apple. I can't believe we found one of those in a loot chest. That was very, very cool, and I wonder if that is just the loot that everybody gets because this is a pre-generated Skyblock map, but I'm hoping that it was random chance that led that apple to be in that loot chest, and I think it is definitely the prize we want to take away from this whole adventure. We got one more little balcony up here to check for anything. Yep, there we go. Oh, we got a couple more music discs in here as well. Very nice. Oh, is it raining outside? I think it is. Please say it's not going to be a thunderstorm. I really don't want this mansion to burn down. I think we're okay, though. Leads and stuff, we're kind of good for basically everything else we've got here, except beetroot. I don't think we have any of that growing back at the farm, and I can't recall if we got any while we were in the end, but I have a feeling we will take some of that with us just in case, just so it's something else that we can have to grow at home. Well, I think that is basically it for this Woodland Mansion, folks. We seem to have conquered everything it was able to throw at us. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. And while there might still be a couple of things lingering, and there is a diamond hoe in a loot chest downstairs, which I will head down and quickly grab, I think that is going to be it for our adventure in this Woodland Mansion. Well, oh, there we go. At least we get a fanfare for the end of it. I did not know that was part of the challenges, but we have ourselves a diamond hoe. We could have traded one of those from a villager, of course, but I think it's kind of cool that we got ours from this Woodland Mansion. Remember, we do have one Vindicator trapped around here. He is still very much alive and well, and probably a little bit angry from being inside that cobblestone box, but I think that is where we're going to wrap up this episode of the Skyblock Survival Guide. A pretty successful Woodland Mansion raid, if I do say so myself. I'm going to swap my elytra for my chest plate and head on home. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like on it if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.